All right, y'all, so last week's video, we cut this field way down here on the top. So we got this bottom part down here below the driveway done. We did not get it done last time because we got chased out by a storm. So we got that part knocked out this evening. And we also got here, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, edging done around the next pasture here. Sun is pert near going down. Get about 30 minutes till it's gone. So we made several passes down here and it goes all the way around this field, and we've got our head row done up here going into the sun. So when we get ready to start tomorrow, we'll be able to come in here and we'll just sit up and get to work. We don't have to worry about slow poking around the edges and having to be careful on these steep hills and not rolling the tractor over. We can just get this upper part here done and roll on with it. If we're able to get this done, and there's no way you're going to be able to see this because it is directly in the sun, we'll get this next little spot done. There's a neck down in here. It's just a little triangle. And then our last pasture is up here on the top of this next hill. Well, here's the thing. It's not tomorrow. Coming around this bend and then doing this edging was Friday evening. It is now Monday. It is Monday evening. I did not cut a single thing the entire weekend. Now, let me explain to y'all exactly why I accomplished nothing on this field, let alone the next field down here, the entire weekend. Y'all take a look at this. Hey there, friends and neighbors. Brent here, Four Pastures Farm. Welcome back to the farm. In today's episode, we're going to deal with a broken coyote and our predator problem. Y'all hang out to the end here for a good laugh. So, I came down the driveway here at idle speed. Of course, I had the DTC 8009 air, I think it was, on the tractor, which is water in the fuel. And of course, when that happens, the tractor, I guess, has a safety mechanism in it that automatically shuts the tractor down to an idle speed. So that's the most you're going to get out of it, is just base idle speed. That being said, at idle speed, there's no way I'm going to come flying down this driveway, right? You're just kind of turtling along through here. I get down right in here, and maybe you can see, maybe you can't. There's a rut right through here. And you can see that I kind of had to change directions. So I'm coming down the driveway here and the front axle locks up. When that thing locked up, it made a big clunk sound and it locked. And it just froze right here in the middle of the driveway. Now, my vehicle was parked back here. This is the only way in and out from back there. Which means, had I not gotten the tractor moved, I'd have been stuck until the tractor people could come out here and get it. So what I had to do was put the tractor in two-wheel drive and just force it to limp along through here. Both front tires completely locked up, right? So they're basically just skidding down this gravel drive. Back tires are pushing it. And I could only go maybe 8, 10, 12 feet before the tractor just kind of wanted to follow gravity here and veer off to the side. When that happened, I could put it in reverse, cut my wheels real sharp, and kind of get it recentered on the driveway here, and then go back to pushing forward before gravity wanted to take it back off, and I'd have to back up, straighten it up, and then go forward some more. So we have pushed and pushed, and you can see right here is one of those places where gravity just kind of wanted to take it right off the side of the hill here. From here to the edge right here, and way down there is only about 2 feet from here to here. So we were pushing the limits on safety for sure to try and get this thing out of here, so I didn't get stranded at the very back of the property. And here's where the other wheel locked up here. You can see, right, we just got big old skid marks just coming right in here, and then I was able to back up and kind of get straight before I pushed it on up here. And luckily we have an offshoot here that actually goes down into one of the hollows. This goes back up to the back pasture. I was able to push it off here just to this little offcut, and then I could get my vehicle out of here and get on out of here as I needed to. But you can see by how torn up this ground is here. I mean, it was a struggle. There's no question about it. It was a struggle. Now I checked this thing out, and if you remember a couple of videos ago, and I'll put the card up at the top there if I can, I had this thing picked up and they replaced the front seals on this. This seal here had gone out, not this one. This seal here, they replaced both of those. Now I checked this thing and there is absolutely zero fluid in this front axle. You can see there is nothing on that dipstick. With it being on a slight incline the way it sits, all the fluid should have run down to this side. There is nothing. And so, one of two things has happened. Either those seals that they replaced didn't hold and all of the fluid leaked out, or they never put fluid in it when they replaced the seals. Based on the sequence of events and the way that front axle locked up like it did, I'm going to be surprised if they come back and say that it was anything other than that front differential turning into a plate of spaghetti. I have a feeling that that gearbox in there is just trash. It's going to be pieces and metal shards everywhere. I can't explain it. I want to believe in this tractor. I want to believe in Kioti. I really do. But this is the 4th or 5th time I've had to send this thing to the shop in a little over 3 years. It's got about 640 hours, I think. 643, I think is the exact number. We spend a lot of time mowing, so that accounts for a lot of hours. And if you've seen some of my previous videos with, you know, the shed build and the cabin build, that kind of stuff, I was using the tractor as a generator essentially to power the batteries because we didn't have electricity here at the property. So a large part of that 600 hours is simply idle time, literally sitting in the same place at idle speed using an inverter to charge batteries. So there's no reason that this thing should be experiencing as many problems as it is. So tomorrow they are coming to pick this thing up and we'll see what they say. I'm going to be irritated if I have to foot the bill for this because there's no reason that that front axle should have been out of fluid after light use. So anyways, they're coming to get it. We'll wait and see what they say. Y'all stay tuned for this one. So as y'all can see, not a pretty thing. Here comes the trailer. We're going to try and get this tractor hooked up and hauled up on the trailer and get it on out of here. Stay tuned. Drop it right here. All right, y'all, it's taken me 5 days to catch a masked bandit here. Last week I came out and he had helped himself to some of my corn stalks. Didn't even have corn ears on it yet, but he had chewed the stalks in half and basically just killed the corn plants. So I had set the trap up by the garden for a couple of days and had some interest in it. I think it was the first night, but I guess he couldn't figure out how to get inside of it. The bait was still in there, untouched. The door was sprung though, and the back side had been opened. Somehow I figured out how to get in the back door, I guess, but didn't get to the bait. After being up there for another 2 days and having no interest or activity in the trap, I brought it back down here by the shed and put it next to where I keep all my trash. Knowing, of course, being a trash panda, you're going to catch them at the trash. Sat there the first night, went undisturbed. The second night, the back door had been opened and the bait, which was essentially a can of tuna fish, had been pulled out and eaten. So last night I poured some chicken feed in there with a little bit of juice on top of it just for fragrance, I guess, whatever. It worked. Came out here today, old jerk face trash panda there caught red-handed. Now, if this is the same raccoon, it's cost me 1 turkey and about 6 corn plants already. No telling what else it's done. I just haven't figured it out yet. Now, a part of me wants to string this guy up by his toenails and peel his hide off from his tail to his head. However, I just can't seem to bring myself to fault a raccoon for doing what a raccoon should be doing. So we're gonna go on a little road trip here, a couple miles down the road, and kick this guy to the curb. Let's go for a ride. Alright, so Captain Jerkface here has got the run of the river. If I can get him out of here without getting bit. Alright, go. Shoo, he stank. Oh, I hope that got on camera. Boy, he gone. He took off down in the woods there, down in that hollow. That sucker's probably 50 yards away already. Alright, y'all, that's going to do it for us on today's episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We are waiting to hear back still on what the deal is with the coyote. It'll probably be a few days, maybe even a week, before we hear anything on it. Looking forward to getting that back and finishing up our mowing. If you would, you've stuck around this long, we'd love to have you stick around longer. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button at the bottom. It sure would help us out a lot. Hope y'all have a great week. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.